Module 1, Section 4, and this one is Objective 6, which says solve application problems using subtraction of whole numbers. Okay, so here are our new subtraction words. So subtract, take away, less than, difference, remove, minus. One that we used before was decreased by, right? So who knows which of these we're going to see. And we're going to use the Polya process. So remember, we've talked about that it is Uber. It just gives you an acronym to remember things with. Instead of, okay, what was step 1? What was step 2? Right? So we're going to understand the problem. And part of that is to estimate the answer. And then we're going to build a plan. We're going to execute that plan. And then we're going to review what we did and double check it against our estimate. All right. So here's theirs. The yearly average, so this is our understanding, we're reading it, right? The yearly average low and high temperatures in Orem, Utah are 41 degrees Fahrenheit in January and 93 degrees Fahrenheit in July. How much does the average temperature of Orem change through the year? So what's the change? Okay. We want to see what the difference is, right? The difference between the two temperatures. Oh, helps if I spell it right. Difference. There we go. Okay, so we're subtracting. That's part of my understanding. I need to know that we are going to subtract. Okay, and if this is about 40, that's about 90, so we should get something around 50. That's going to be our estimate, okay? 50 degrees, approximately. So, build a plan. We're going to actually line them up, and we're going to subtract. That's our plan. It's not too hard. And we're executing now, so let's actually do it. So 3 minus 1 is 2. 9 minus 4 is 5. And because it matches pretty much what we thought it was going to be, we probably did it right. So let's add our label. And we're done. Okay? All right. Next one. While driving from Utah to California, a driver will reach an altitude as high as 6,600 feet and as low as 930 feet. What is the difference in elevations that a driver will experience? Okay, so we see that key word right there, difference, right? Okay, so elevation is an up and down. So if the highest elevation is 6,600 feet and the lowest elevation is 930 feet, this is part of my understanding the problem. I want to figure out how far it is in between those, right? Okay, so quick estimate. This is going on 7,000, and this is going on 1,000. So our answer should be around 5,000, because that's the difference, right? Okay. So what are we going to do? We're going to subtract. So let's just do the big number minus the small number. Okay, 0 minus 0. You can't take 3 from 0, so we're borrowing from the 6. The 0 is now a 10. 10 minus 3 is 7. You can't do 5 minus 9, so you borrow from the 6, and the 5 is now 15. So 15 minus 9 is 6, and then the 5 comes down. So let's look at what we got and what we thought we would get. I think we're pretty close. If we would have gotten like 8,000 and something, we're not very close. But 5,000 and something compared to 5,000, I think we're good. So 5,000 feet. Don't forget your label. And there we go. Okay, now let's do ours. Okay, at a Black Friday sale, you bought $742 in goodies, but then the store gave you a discount of $285. How much was actually charged to your debit card account? Okay, so a discount means you want to take it off, right? So you're subtracting. So that's part of our understanding the problem. So discount is going to be subtract, right? Okay, so you start with this big amount of money, and then you're going to subtract whatever their discount was to get what you actually paid. Okay, so this is the discount, and now this is how much was charged to your card. Okay. All right, so the size of the dollar signs make me understand what the problem was. Okay, so I started with a large amount, and I subtracted the discount, and then I got another smaller amount too. Okay. All right, so let's do an estimate really fast. So $742. So that was this one. The discount is $285. Okay, so let's see. This is about, what, 700? This is about 300, so it should be around 400. That's just a really quick estimate. You could say this is 7.5 and this is 2.5, so it's 500. You know, whatever you would like to, however you want to make it work for you. The idea is you just want to check to see if your answer is valid. Okay? All right, so my plan is let's just subtract them. Okay, so we're going to line the big one on the top, the little one on the bottom. Subtract the discount from the total to see how much they're actually going to charge me. Okay, so execute time. Here we go. Take 1 away from the 4, it's a 3. The 2 is a 12, so 12 minus 5 is 7. Can't take 8 from 3, so we borrow again. 13 minus 8 is 5, and 6 minus 2 is 4. Okay, looking at our estimate, it's right in between them, so that's pretty good. Add the dollar sign because we need a label, and we're done. Okay, next one. Mark works in a restaurant and earns $680 each week. His sister Lanny is a manager at an electronics store and earns $1,360 each week. How much less is Mark's weekly income than Lanny's? Okay, so how much less is it? So I would assume that's going to be a subtract, right? Okay, so let's draw it out and see what we've got. So if we're talking money, we have who makes the most. Okay, so Lanny makes, I'm assuming it's Lanny, that's how I'm going to say it, is $1,360, and Mark makes $1,680. Okay, so she makes more than he does. So if this is her amount each week, and he gets $680 each week, how much less is his than hers? So yeah, we want to find the difference between the two, right? So I'm going to subtract. So 1360 is, I'm just going to round it to 1400. And 680, actually, let's make it in the orange color, so we always estimate in the same color. And then minus the 700 that he makes, so the difference should be around $700. Okay, so my plan is just to subtract and see if that's what we get. So 1360 minus 680. Subtract, you get 0 minus 0. 6 minus 8, you can't do it. So borrow from the 3, it's a 2. 6 is now 16. 16 minus 8 is 8. Okay, now here we have 12 minus 6 is just 6. So comparing that to our estimate, I'd say that's pretty dang close. I think we're okay. Okay, so put our label on it, and Mark's is $680 less than his sister's. Okay, so far we planned we built our plan, which is just really pretty easy. That's going to change when we get some other types of problems. So for right now, just enjoy the fact that we're just subtracting or just adding, right? All right, so this is the last in this video. We'll see you for the next one.